Okay, in this video we're going to look at sizing classes as well as some of the border-based classes. Now I am in 2_7 sizing, and if we go down to start here, we're going to look at width classes. All right, so width classes, you'll see I have some divs. They each have the BG Success, so they have a green background. They also have padding 3 on all sides. So let's say I want to make this 25% of its container. I could just simply add W-25 and save, and that'll make it 25%. If I want to do 50, I could do W-50 and save. If I wanted to do 75, we could do that. And then if I wanted to do 100, we have width 100. And then we also have width auto, which is just going to be the auto. So that's going to just stay as is. All right, so those are the width classes. Now, we also have height classes, but in order for me to show you an example of this, the div that wraps all of these has to have a height to it. So I'm just going to add a style here. Let's say style, and we'll set it to a height of 300 pixels, and then I'm just going to add a border of 1 pixel solid and dark gray. Okay, so now it has a height. So this first one here, let's set to a height of 25%. So we can use H-25 and save. 50 would obviously be H-50. We have 75 and 100. So that'll be 100%. And then H auto is just going to be basically the default. It's not going to change here. It's going to set it to height auto. All right, so those are the width and height classes. Now let's take a look at some of the border stuff. So here I just have a bunch of divs. We have some padding, we have some margin to separate them, and then I have a BG light class, which is just light gray. So let's say we want a border around this first one. This is a regular border. We'd give it a class of border, and there we go. All right, if we wanted to do a border on just the top, then we could say border dash top and save, and notice this one only has a border on the top. We could do border bottom, border right, and border dash left and save, and you'll see that we can put just single borders or borders on a single side if we want. We can also change colors, border colors. So let's go down here. So we have all the contextual colors here, and let's say border, so that'll give it a border all around. And then for the color, we'll say border dash primary and save, and now we have a blue border. Okay, if we wanted to do border dash secondary, save, border dash, actually we need border and border success. Okay, make sure you put the actual border class itself and then the color class, not just the color class. Info, so that'll give it like a, by default, it'll be like a light blue. We could do border dash warning, that'll make it yellow. Looks okay, so we have warning, and then we have danger. So that'll make it red. Light. So light, you're not really, since the background is light, you're not going to see the border. It's just going to blend in. Dark. And then we also have white, which again, since the background is white, you're not going to see that really. So those are the colors. Now we also have classes for border radius, which is basically the roundedness of it. So we have a class of let's say border, and let's do rounded. Okay, so you can see that that gives it a rounded, and of course you could add color classes as well. So if I wanted to do like border success, so it would be rounded and green. So for rounded top, we could say border rounded dash top, and now notice only the top ones are rounded. These ones are not. These are just the regular sharp borders. We can also do border, let's see, what is it? Border rounded, or not border rounded, just rounded. So rounded dash bottom and save. And now notice that only the bottom is rounded. We can also do border and then rounded right. Save that. So now only the right side has the rounded border. We can do the same with the left. Save that. Okay. Another thing we could do is rounded circle if we wanted to make something into like a circle shape. Now for this, I'm actually going to add a width of 25. Okay, so you can see that made it shorter. It's just going to look a little, you're not really going to be able to tell if it's stretched all the way across. But let's add border, and let's see, let's do rounded dash circle. Save that, and now we have like a kind of a circle element with a border. All right, and then if it was rounded by default and you wanted to take that away, you could do border, and then you could say rounded dash 0 if you wanted to take the radius away. Okay, now they're all just sharp corners. All right, so those are the border-based classes. In the next video, we're going to take a look at breakpoints and basically look at kind of the different media queries, the different sizes where Bootstrap uses to use its small size, its medium, large, and extra large.